Welcome to Love Your Story podcast. In the 5-part series entitled Why Story, we're going to explore how Jabez started life with all odds against him and turned his story around. Hello, my name is Linda Olson. I believe everyone has the ability to impact others with their story. As we explore Jabez's story in 1 Chronicles 4, verses 9 and 10, we discover the name Jabez literally means pain. His mother named him Jabez because of her severe labor pains while giving birth. Every time someone called his name, Jabez was reminded of the meaning of his name. He was also reminded that his birth had caused his mother great pain. How could he ever overcome being the cause of great pain when he was completely innocent? Jabez made a decision. He decided that his name given at birth would not define his destiny. He had no control over his circumstances at birth, but he did have control over how much this would impact his life. He decided to call on the Most High God. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. Jabez cried out for God to change his story. We live in a broken world. Everyone has experienced some level of pain, problem, or conflict. Although every circumstance is unique, the common emotion between people is pain. When we hear someone tell of personal pain, when we hear his story, we immediately connect, not with the circumstance, but with the undying emotion of pain. When we share our stories, then we seek to connect with others on a deeper emotional level. Our listeners will identify with us, not because they've gone through similar circumstances, but because they have problems of their own that have caused great heartache. Stories simply allow us to connect on that level. To make the greatest impact on our listeners, we must avoid two of the biggest mistakes in storytelling. If we don't use story appropriately, we can easily disconnect from those whom we want to influence. Here's mistake number 1. Our stories are too long. With attention spans extremely short in our digital world today, we must relay a story in 2 minutes or less, 3 at the very most. Any longer, we risk losing our listener. Mistake number 2, our stories have too much detail. Unnecessary detail simply detracts from the point of the story, which is to connect with our listener on an emotional level. What is the deepest emotion you have faced that will connect with your listener? Discovering that for yourself will allow you to be aware and make a deeper connection with your listeners. It's all part of loving your story.